All right, so Bitcoin this week has been pretty flat. Right now, I mean, it's basically, we're only down point, say a tenth of a percent, which is nothing. Yeah, we did have some, we did have price, fall a little bit, right around 30 to 32.7, but not as much as last week where we had that, for a couple hours, we were below 30,000. We did close the week above it. This was a nicer reversal candle. I would have rather this close, if this could have closed above 35,670, that would have been nice. We missed it by around $900. But now, I mean, so we did have a retest of this. We don't necessarily have to have a flip of the number. It would have been nice if that would have happened. But I mean, we can see. I mean, we were consolidating here and we fell. We're consolidating here. So technically, we should have been out. Like I said, weeks ago, we had another opportunity to get out. Here, you're not in it. I mean, this is resembling, this is like a mini bear. I mean, I had talked about minor capitulation. That was forced capitulation from China. All that's already happened. We've had the difficulty adjustment go through. Hash rate tumbled. This is right here whenever they started talking about crackdowns in mining. That's fine. Everything went down. We can look at the raw values. This is updated 2 days ago. I'm pretty sure this has probably gone up since then. We can look at the difficulty. Oh, this hasn't updated yet either. But the difficulty has adjusted. Let's see if it's here. Let me pull up this chart. Let's see. Maybe, is it on the dashboard maybe? Okay, so there, the difficulty adjustment already happened. I know it was the largest difficulty. Yeah, right here. Almost 28%. Largest difficulty adjustment in Bitcoin history. So we basically had minor capitulation, even greater than what we had here at the dump in 2018, where it went from 6,000 to 3,000. So we had like a minor capitulation in a bull market, which is that's basically a first for Bitcoin. It's never happened. So even though we had all this, the network hash rate dropped. I think it was almost 70%. Difficulty, biggest drop in history. Uh, Last time we had a drop this big, I think I saw an article was back in October of 2011. So it's been basically 10 years. This has never happened. This is definitely an outlier. This is uh, data that's going to be extremely useful moving forward. But so we had minor capitulation. The technicals do not look great on the weekly. I mean, it basically says we're waiting, we're out of our position, we're going to see if Bitcoin can rally. We did have a 9 on the 4 hour here, and then we consolidated, and then we retested, and now we've gone up, which is good. So we can look at the CMF here. Here it wasn't quite going up, so that would have really not given you anything. On the daily, it's been pretty flat, and on the weekly, I think we were very close to. I mean, we rallied, but we were very close to this zero line, which I think once we had a weekly close below it, we would have sold off extremely aggressively. Now, let's see what else. So Bitcoin, we're waiting. The technicals aren't there. Now there is. I hardly ever do shill anybody, but I want to go to Tone Vase's channel, where I learned the T to sequential, and he just did an interview with Willy Woo. So Willy Woo does a lot of fundamental trading, and there's a lot of fundamental analysis. Willy is 100%. I think he's. I'm not going to say 100%. You can watch the interview yourself, but he's relatively bullish on this, and I can go to his Twitter. Right? Nope, not him. And there's charts posted here where it's showing that long-term holders are buying up the Bitcoin. And yeah, so here, right here, you can see 28% drop. That's what they're talking about. Um, another channel. So basically, you watch that interview. It's really good. And basically what it highlights is that we had minor capitulation. Fundamentally, you should be bullish. There's a lot of long-term holders buying up all the weak hands that are selling the Bitcoin. And the amount of buying that is happening is equivalent to whenever price was around 50 to 55,000 on Bitcoin. So we'll see if that plays through. The fundamentals are saying Bitcoin's a buy right now, 100%. The technicals, just like you'll if you listen to that video, the technicals aren't there, but fundamentally there is. I don't go over fundamentals on this channel. I'm a technical trader, but I do pay attention to that stuff. And it's saying to buy. I mean, you could try to catch a knife. There was a larger sell-off here. We can look at the RSI to see how that works, or what that looks like. We did get oversold. Even whenever we had this 9, we did get some bullish divergence here on the RSI. On the daily, we've been rising. On the CMF, we've kind of been rising as we've been consolidating here. So this is all bullish. Even though we're consolidating on the lower end, this is bullish action. And on the weekly, we're pretty flat. So I would say that the Bollinger Bands are probably showing a decrease in volatility. Yeah, it has. It looks like it's increasing, but it highly volatile. We've gone down. I think the daily is probably going to be a little bit tighter. It went up a little bit here, and then here it's gone down on the 4-hour. And this kind of looks like your line until we have yeah. So like this area, we can go a little bit lower, but we've been around this area, so we're probably going to see some increased in volatility. That network adjustment just happened, so that's extremely bullish for the miners. The difficulty's gone down, so it's easier for them to mine coins. They're going to be a little bit more profitable on that. So on that end, so that, I mean, we had the adjustment and we had a large spike, right? Almost 3% up. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, with the longer strategy, we did hit a 9. We could see consolidation here. I would like to see the CMF starting to rise here. I mean, technically it is rising. It hasn't broke, but I think it needs to start. It needs to break above this area here, this 0.07, and then we can really see a big rally, because we've just been consolidating between 40 and 30. We set all these areas here. On the daily here, we didn't quite get back there. We got close. I mean, we did get back there, but it wasn't a flip of we didn't get a green number. But even though this is a 9, this is a reversal candle. We did have bullish divergence on the CMF. So, and then it looks like on the 4-hour the same thing. Yep, and we almost got there. So I mean, this might be a good enough retest, but I'm still marking this area. That's gonna be a a breaking zone right here, to where if we would go back here, we would probably definitely plunge back below 30,000, no problem. But we're showing rally. We have a higher high, we have a higher low. This is back from the 24th. So higher high, higher lows. That's good. We need to break above this 36,675. It looks like we're going to get an 8-9 count. I think the hourly we already got a 9. Yeah, hourly we already got a 9. This is going to probably be resistance area 36.4, which lines up with right around the previous high. So we definitely need to go higher. We need to see the CMF go up. We need to have some good momentum. So short video. The S&P itself, I'll go over the S&P because I haven't gone over that. It's been pretty flat. We're on a 9 on the daily, which I didn't know because I haven't looked at this in a while. Yeah, 1%. I say it's pretty flat, but this is bullish, right? Green number above par, green number above the 9. This was bullish here. So you could have entered there, but as far as individual stocks, the market, it's been relatively flat. I know oil came back down, but like I said in one of my previous videos, on a macro longer term, yeah, we might get a retest of this area maybe over the next couple of weeks, but long term it looks good because it broke this historical trend line. Yeah, we're on a 9 on the monthly, so we'll see how that plays out. We'll probably have some consolidation, and then we could go down towards the winter. Um, but oil breaking this historical trend line is extremely significant. So we'll see how this plays out. And the CMF is just rising, which shows good momentum. Here it failed to get back, so it's kind of like bearish divergence. Let's look at the RSI though. Yeah, so we're overbought. And oil doesn't stay overbought for that long. I consolidated here. Now this can start to trend down and we can still get higher prices. So we can have, and it still hasn't broken out here. So we can still, and you can see here where it broke out, consolidated, went down 15%, but then continued to go up. So on a longer term scale, we could see significantly higher prices. I mean, it could go back to $100 a barrel, because it broke this historical trend line. So, and I think I said I was looking at this as a more of like a cup and handle pattern. So our first initial target, this is on the monthly. I'm going to go to the weekly. Probably looks better on the weekly. Oh, hold up. Is there some Fibonacci's I can draw? Because I'd rather, I already have them on there. And I already drew them. Let me hide this. So yeah, our next resistance area was 75. And that's where we're at. And then our next resistance area after that is going to be 90. So we'll watch for 90. And then if I'm looking at this as a cup and handle, I don't like this outlier here. I mean, I can kind of technically treat this as a channel, but I'm just going to say 90s are going to be our next area. So if we break out from here, which it looks like we are for at least for the next 6 weeks, we're going to get to $90 a barrel. So we'll see. And I think that's it. I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching.